Good morning! I'm here at the Beaver Meadows Trailhead inside the Rocky Mountain National Park. And as you can see, this isn't a very busy trailhead. And today, I'm going to be going for Beaver Mountain. It's a little over 10,400 feet in elevation. I believe it's about 3.5 miles out with a 2,000 plus foot elevation gain. Alright, starting here just past 7:30 from the Beaver Meadows Trailhead, elevation 8,440 feet. And right here at this first trail split, you want to stay to the right. It's going to be a beautiful day. I just wasn't sure what the snow was like up on the really high peaks, so I chose one that was a little lower in elevation. Yeah, it's going to be great though. I hope I can get to the top. They've been working on 36 pretty much all summer, and because of that, they don't open up this trailhead until 7 a.m., which means that I had to kill some time. So I drove up Trail Ridge Road, and I filmed the sunrise from Rainbow Curve up there. And just when I was starting to wonder if I had missed the trail split, I have arrived at it. And this is where I want to take a right and head up north along the east side of Beaver Mountain. So I need to head up this trail for a little while until I come across the hitch rack. Once I find the hitch rack, that's where I'm going to cut off to the left and start heading west straight up the side of Beaver Mountain. I'm glad this trail's going up. We can knock as much of that elevation gain out as possible before I got to start the bushwhack. Just making my way around the east side of Beaver Mountain, and I'm still looking for that hitch rack. I haven't seen it yet. And this trail is really pretty back here. I'm a little over 2 miles into the hike, floating along at 9,200 feet, and I'm coming around to the side of this ridge, and then it looks pretty obvious from there. Alright guys, I can see the hitch rack down there, and I really don't want to go down there. It's like no point. But I don't know if you can see the horizontal wood. That's going to be the hitch rack. That's where it says to cut up. However, that's a good 50, 60 feet below me. No point in going all the way down there when actually this looks just as good. So I'm going to start up right here. And in this final bushwhack section, I'm looking at over 1,200 vertical feet. So that's going to be pretty brutal. On this hike, I just need to keep going up. Whichever way goes up, that has the least amount of resistance, that's what I'm going to choose. And for right now, I'm choosing this path. Right there. And here's a look at the next section. As long as it remains open like this, I can get up that, no problem. However, it is steep, and I'm basically holding this camera at like a 45-degree angle. Wow, that's a beautiful shot of Long's Peak, Chief's Head, Thatch Top. Wow. And you can see the angle that I'm dealing with here. Boom. It just goes straight up. That's looking behind me down onto Moraine Park, which is beautiful. And that's what I love to see, folks. At least somebody else has been out here. And I believe I am doing this the correct way so far. If there's a trail out here, I'm definitely on it. So far, I've managed to weave my way around all the obstacles. And I'm pretty much going up this unscathed so far. I have gained the ridge. I just need to keep working my way up. Yeah, this is looking good. I'm walking just to the east of the ridge. And this hike has been super fun so far. I thought I was gonna have to bushwhack through some real nasty trees, but I have not done any of that. It's all been pretty much open. Pretty easy to hike through. Yeah, it was steep, but it was not technical. It's like if you can walk up a hill, you can do it. Looks like I've arrived at a really narrow section of the ridge. It drops off big time here to the east. I believe I need to stay up on the ridge and just take it up and over. I'm still looking good so far. I believe just out of view right there, behind that rock, is going to be the true summit. Just made my way up and over the false summit. I went straight over the top. However, if you keep it over here to the north, you can probably avoid all that. Looks like all that I got left is a pretty mild bushwhack through the trees up to the summit. Looking at about 500 more vertical feet up to the summit in about 4/10 of a mile. Boy, this last 4/10 is long. I've been coming up this slope forever. I still have like a 1/4 mile left too. And I think that's going to be it right there. All right, guys. And in 2 hours and 25 minutes, we're up here. Summit of Beaver Mountain. My GPS is showing this at 3.5 miles out. And that high point right in the middle of the screen is the one that Travis and I did last year when we did the Ute Trail. We hiked all the way out to that thing and back. That's Timberline Pass up there. The Ute Trail goes up and over and down. And then up there to the right, that's the end of the Tombstone Ridge. And then you guys should know what these are. Say it with me. Starting left to right. Mount Meeker, Long's Peak, Pagoda, Chief's Head. Looking back up to the north, we've got Chiquita, Ypsilon, Fairchild, Heggs, and Mummy Mountain. I've been sitting up here on the summit of Beaver Mountain for a little over an hour, just enjoying this beautiful day. However, it's about 11 o'clock, so it's time to go. It's time to head on back. I like this summit plateau part up here. It's real easy to walk across. It's beautiful. And this is just about a perfect day. The sky is a little white because there's some smoke in the air. But other than that, it's like perfect. It shouldn't take too long to get down this. I feel like I can knock a big chunk off my time. Because not only do I know where to go now, but it's all downhill. Definitely bring a GPS on this one and check it often going down this part, because it's real easy to just start walking off in the wrong direction. This pretty much all looks the same up here. I'm looking at my GPS pretty frequently and it's telling me to stay over here to the right. I'm back down to what I think is the crux of this hike. I think trying to navigate this is definitely the hardest part of the hike. On the way up, I kind of came up and over it. However, I think if you stay to the north, you can skirt most of it, and that's what I'm going to try on the way down. As long as I keep hugging the ridge off to my right, this is much easier. I'm not having to go over any of those big boulders. I'm about halfway down the bushwhacking section, and I'm doing this much faster on the way down. And yes, you can skirt all those boulders if you just stay to the north. At this part right here is where you need to hop over and get on the south side. The north side's a no-go, it cliffs out over there. But if you swing it on down here to the south, look at that. It's pretty easy. This part can definitely be tricky on the way down. I'm constantly looking at my GPS and then like readjusting my course. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even try this without a GPS. It's pretty much necessary. Alright guys, and in 1 hour on the nose, I made it back down to the main trail. And in 1 hour and 45 minutes, I'm back down to the Beaver Meadows Trailhead. And just as I thought, I knocked a bunch of time off on the way back. It's so much easier. Woo! It's getting pretty hot out there. I'm glad the hike is over. I just ran out of water too. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next one, y'all, peace.